Gaith and the magical friend Mīglow. On a quiet night, Gaith was sleeping in his bed, wrapped in warmth with a small smile on his face. Suddenly, he heard a strange sound coming from under the bed. He opened his eyes quickly and pulled the blanket over himself. He stayed still, not moving, while his heart beat faster. Then he saw a beautiful magical being, with fur shining like the stars and eyes glowing like the moon. Mīglow smiled at Gaith and said, "Hello, I'm your new friend. Don't be afraid." Gaith trembled a little, then gathered his courage and asked, "Friend, who are you?" Mīglow laughed and said, "I'm Mīglow, a magical friend. I can show you worlds you've never seen before." Gaith slowly lifted the blanket and decided to get closer to his new friend. Mīglow said, "Come on, let's go on a magical adventure. I promise it will be fun." Gaith held on to Mīglow's tail, and suddenly they felt as if they were flying in the air. Gaith said in amazement, "Wow, we're flying!" Mīglow replied, "Yes, every night can be an unforgettable journey." They floated above the soft clouds, with stars twinkling all around them. Gaith asked, "Where are we going?" Mīglow answered, "To the magical forest, where the trees talk and the little animals sing." In the forest, Gaith met tiny rabbits that glowed like stars and birds that sang enchanting melodies. Gaith laughed and said, "I've never seen anything so beautiful." Mīglow smiled and said, "Everything here lives with love and magic, just like in your dreams." Large butterflies, glowing with rainbow colors, flew close and fluttered around Gaith. Gaith said, "This is the most wonderful night of my life." Mīglow replied, "Remember, my friend, the real adventure begins when we share our joy with others." Gaith sat on a swing made of light, watching the stars dance around him. Mīglow asked, "Do you want to play the game of finding the magic crystal?" Gaith shouted happily, "Yes, let's start now!" They ran between the trees, jumping and laughing, searching for the hidden crystal. Mīglow said, "Well done, Gaith. You have a brave heart." Gaith answered proudly, "And I'm happy because I'm with you." As midnight approached, Gaith returned to his bed, with Mīglow beside him. Mīglow said, "I'll come back every night so we can continue our adventures." Gaith smiled, closed his eyes, and knew that his dreams were now filled with magic and joy.